you need a mail, you ain't even eat one.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mariota on the keeper. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. A throw over the middle taken in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Tua going to hand this one to Breida.
What a play.
There he goes left side. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida, 26 yards. And the Dolphins are going to take a first quarter lead.
Good.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football, got to him, and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
2nd and 10.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd and 5.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And goal to go.
Here's Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Robert Foster there to make the grab. And the Dolphins head on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. Now a dump off here complete.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after.
It's a foot race. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman.
He's going to make everything.
All the way home for a Bills touchdown. Michael Pittman, 78 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Breida. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
The ball carrier. The tackle made at the 24-yard line. That's a gain of 4.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
It's good for a Miami Dolphin. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Tua now on 1st down. Deep ball for Goodwin. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And he will be out of bounds on what will wind up being the final play of this first quarter. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports.
Dolphins 14, Bills 6.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. So after the INT, it's Allen going top shelf. It got his man complete. 30, 10, 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
A big play there on the catch and run. 82 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. To the air, Allen. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. But it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen, eluding the pressure right. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And that's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game.
And that's caught inside the 35.
Oh, boy, you ain't got no feet.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Robert Foster, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
On the play. And it brings up
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Singletary here running out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So, flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
At the 21-yard line.
And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
It's 2nd and 8.
Check, check. Lucky.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
9-yard line.
They run here with Singletary. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox there to make the grab. And the Bills draw a bit closer. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the call.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Allen. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbinoghene. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Coming up on a 2nd and 6. A final shot before half for Allen. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From the gun, Allen. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun. Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack. Put him on the ground.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Out for the PAT, here's McGinnis. And that will make this a 16-point lead.
Makes the score Dolphins 31, Bills 15.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again. Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. Singletary, they'll run for it and try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. On first down, here's Breida. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
4 yards. That's another Dolphins first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Robert Foster with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Austin McGinnis out for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Bills 15.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Throwing on first down is Allen. And his throw here is incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
It's second down and 10.
Allen off the play fake. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Allen to throw once more. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play.
And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. Christian Wilkins. And that will force a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now Tua. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds.
Taken down back at the 42.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete.
Complete to number 85. A pickup of 18 yards. It's now 3rd down.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
That's good.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is Breida. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Bradley Chubb.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They run with Breida. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in this second half. Here's a toss right side for Breida. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3.
They run forward with Breida. They find some open field here. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And this offense continues to pour it on. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much.
In on the tackle.
Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 8. At the 30.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Breida on a toss left. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup. 1st down.
Miami Dolphin.
Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today. Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snaps, and they're there, and they end up making the play.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll throw from the gun. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the target once again. That'll bring up second down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Rolling. And he's going to go down, but a penalty marker too, and they might very well have jumped the snap there. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Xavier Howard. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Switch up, switch up.
They go counter with Breida. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now it's Breida. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Well, now they'll try the end around.
All you got to do is look at learn. Look at learn, baby.
The ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to
They'll try to run with Breida. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Now a toss play. It's Breida. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Had 2 sides to that coin and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Williams now on the return.
the Bills take over first.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen escaping the pressure right. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Because I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where you burn that. 6 figures every year, yeah, earn that. At the front of this line is
the Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he's going to let it go deep. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. They run again with Breida. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
A gain of 1.
Bring Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man. Here's Jamie Gillendow. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there.
There it is.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now it looks like he'll throw here. That'll be complete to Breida. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make this a second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On second down, a run with Breida. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. On third down, a run from Breida. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.